Welcome back to Scale Model Kit Review Studio. Welcome back to another model kit review. Keeping with the Star Trek theme, I have in front of you the Moebius Models USS Kelvin NCC-0514. And of course, this first made its debut into Star Trek Into Darkness and Star Trek Beyond movies. And it's a fantastic ship here. This is a precision tooled styrene model kit based on the actual digital effects files, so CG. This kit, when completed, is over 11 inches long and nearly 7 inches wide. It also includes a Starfleet Registry plaque display stand. The USS Kelvin was a 1,500-foot Federation scout ship in the Starfleet during the 23rd century. It was a Kelvin-class starship, also known as the Einstein class, which served as a destroyer, surveyor, and diplomatic vessel. It was captained by Richard Romulan in the early 2230s. First officer, Commander George Kirk, father of James T. Kirk. Had a crew of at least 800, and it weighed 900,000 metric tons. It was destroyed by the Klingons over Donatu 5 in 2245. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy up and have a look inside. Let's look at the parts. I'll turn it to the side here. And this kit is no longer produced, so it may be hard to find. It wasn't very cheap either, so they do give us a solid rod for this, but you could replace that with a hollow rod for the stand. There's a saucer, clear parts, and more parts of the side of the saucer and the stand itself. This is kind of a light tan colored plastic, and of course the main hull. Engine, warp nacelle, and our decal sheet. We'll get a closer look at that. And a little addendum here, which is kind of nice. This gives you patterns for the panel lining that you want to do here. Simple saucer template. So that's very cool there. And then we do get our typical Moebius model instructions. Let's get a closer look at the instructions. I thought I'd give you a close-up of the templates for those hull plating points here. And they talk about the upper saucer, stage 1 panels being warm, medium, dark gray. And then the upper saucer stage 2 being warm, medium, light gray. And they tell you you can go ahead and use some frisket paper for this and use a very sharp X-Acto blade. Of course, you just want to cut the frisket paper and not the model itself. You want to be very careful with that. And moving on, the bottom side of the saucer, same thing. The stage 1 panels being warm, medium, dark gray, and stage 2 panels being warm, medium, light gray. And moving on here to the instructions, kind of a booklet style set of instructions here, stapled. And we start off with assembling the saucer, then the main hull, buzzard collectors, the warp nacelle, top and bottom, the stand, and then it gives very nice paint and decals. Let's get a closer look at this. And just to give you a closer look at this, I like this more so over the Polar Lights or Round 2's version. They give us a color, basically a full sheet of color, showing us all the painting guides, the decal placement and such. So I really like this more so than the stuff on the side of the box that Polar Lights does. Then they go into painting the USS Kelvin. They talk about the painting the fuselage, what colors to use. They get into very much detail here. Moving on again, once again, second layer of colors. Warm, medium, light gray. Light gray over the spray. And then over on this side, we have a space worn or factory fresh. So that's what they do here, and they give you applying decals, how to do that, and what to do in case you incur some missing parts. Let's go ahead and look at the parts of this kit. This starship represents 1/1000th scale, and you can see here we have the main hull. And what I'm noticing right away, there's no cutouts for the windows. You'll have to create those yourself if you want to light this kit up, and that kind of explains why the rod is solid for this kit. It really wasn't designed for being lit up. What I can see, you would have to cut your own windows and such into this. The panel lining is overly exaggerated, kind of large, and it's usually, that's what we expect from this scale and this type of genre of kit, just to give us a little more detail. From a distance, it will make it pop a little more, having the over exaggerated lines. Let's go ahead and get a closer look and see what I'm talking about there. The other side. And typical Moebius backside with reinforcement areas. Again on that side. And this looks like the dorsal area of the main hull. And the next tree gives us the warp nacelles. Same thing, same detailing here. Recessed lines and some raised lines here with some raised details. And you can see that there. And the other side, it actually came off the tree. And what the back side looks like. And here's the next parts contained in one bag. This is the plaque stand, and we'll get a closer look at that, plus all the saucer sides and some of the detailing for that. We have phaser bay doors and the phaser cannons. We'll get a closer look at those also. Here's the buzzer collector dome, under fuselage panel, upper fuselage panel. We have the insert for the steel rod. And of course we have the sides of the saucer. And of course these are the phaser cannons themselves. And these are the phaser doors. And the very nice plaque stand giving us details about this starship. All glory comes from daring to begin on the top left. Commission stardate 2225.5, United Federation of Planets. And of course NCC-0514, San Francisco, California, which was where Starfleet headquarters is located. Very nice. And then of course we have some details here on the back side. Gives us details about who produced the kit. Moebius Models, made in China, 2018 CBS. And here's our clear parts. And these parts vary and they'll go to different areas on the starship. We do have the impulse engine, which goes on the saucer. Deflector dish antenna up close. That came off the tree. The bridge windows. Shuttle bay door. The rear coil for the warp nacelle. Buzzard collector half. Magnetic field generator. Impulse engine. And the warp nacelle grills. And the rear coil. Here's the decal sheet. And it looks like we have decals for the top and bottom of the saucer. And a closer view here. And again, the other side of it. Here's the top of the saucer. This measures 7 inches in diameter. This is the front here. This is the back. Very thick piece of plastic here. You can see the underside, what it looks like. Panel lines look pretty good here. Not too bad. A lot of raised detail here. You can see. That's where the cannons go and the doors. Here's the bottom of the saucer, and it's not as concave as the other one, more flat, not as much raised detail. We do have the landing gear doors right there. Again, that's what the back side looks like, very thick piece of plastic here. And laser cannons insert into there. And that's all the plastic that we have. I'll go ahead and finish up this video with a few photographs of the USS Kelvin. I'll be right back. absolutely love the artwork on this. It's fantastic here. So there you go. That was the 1/1000th Moebius Models USS Kelvin NCC-0514. And very rare kit right now. Very hard to find, but fantastic kit that came out in 2018. So if you like my content and you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to smash that like button. Happy modeling, everybody, and live long and prosper.